Did I do anything wrong?
All I do is rape.
Some people think flashing a badge makes them untouchable, but what happens when it's all fake?
You're under arrest for impersonating a police officer.
I wasn't doing anything bad. No, I'm not a bad person.
Today's video showcases 5 times dumb people impersonate cops and get arrested. On July 1st, 2023, Sergeant Giles of the Gwinnett County Police responded to a bar disturbance and encountered a hot-tempered patron claiming to be an officer. Watch how the police put him in his place.
What's going on, man?
What's up, bro?
We have some trouble in here.
Are we having trouble in here?
That's what I've heard.
Oh, God. Are you Gwinnett County?
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. You have a tab open?
Do I or do I not?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Who knows?
Okay. Do you have a tab you need to pay because you're going to be leaving?
Of course.
Okay. Then let's get his tab. He doesn't have one?
I'm going to walk.
He's good? Do you have a ride?
No.
How are you getting home?
Who knows? Y'all know.
Well, let's go step outside. How did you get here?
Who knows?
So why are you being so uncooperative? I'm just trying to ask some simple questions,
I
man.
don't believe in alcohol. I don't believe in cops. I don't believe in meth. I don't believe in any of it. I believe in God.
Show me out on a signal 28. Okay, well, you seem to be intoxicated from alcohol.
Am I driving?
It's not what I'm asking.
Did I do anything wrong?
10-4. Well, from what I've understood, you're threatening people, which could be disorderly conduct.
What
So
did
then
I
we're looking
threaten?
at a violation of law.
Did I threaten anyone by hurting anyone? I know the law.
Okay, then you
Bro,
understand. Understand disorderly conduct and public
I'm
drunk.
State Patrol.
You're State Patrol.
I know a little bit more than you.
Do you have your ID?
Do you need my ID?
You're identifying yourself as a state trooper. I want your
No,
ID.
sir. You don't need my ID. I know a little bit more than you do.
Let me see your ID right now, because I'm investigating disorderly conduct and public drunk. So give me your ID.
Public drunk. Did I leave here drunk?
Give me your ID. I'm not debating this with you.
My wallet's gone.
Have a seat for me.
I'm not going to.
Flash unit, 10 on your traffic.
I know my rights, brother.
Okay, that's fine. Keep your hands out of your pockets for me. So how are you getting alcohol without an ID?
Who knows?
The intoxicated patron, William Godsey, claimed to be a state trooper. When pressed for details, he became aggressive and refused to cooperate despite his companion's efforts.
You're in this bar as well as I am. So, the mafia, call.
It would be nice if I had a little bit of cooperation.
Bro.
You're what?
I'm about that godly. All
Then-
that thing's God's.
So then I would expect a little bit more respect coming from you, if that's
totally
the case.
giving you 100% respect, but get my ID out of that bar.
Do they have your ID?
I'm sure I wouldn't have drove here without an ID.
Hey, unit, be advised that Chad is crashed and we're currently on paper. Well, unit, be advised Chad
Have a
is
seat for
crashed
me.
I'm
and we're
not going to.
currently-
Why not?
Why would I?
Because I'm asking you to.
I've not done anything to harm you.
It's not about harming me.
Okay.
Is he with you?
There you go.
I don't need
You
your
want all
phone.
the answers in the world right there. It is.
I'm not
bro.
taking your phone.
You
Do
are
you,
acting
God,
crazy.
bro.
do you have his
bro.
ID, or do you know where his ID is?
I have no idea.
No, you ain't gonna find it.
How about you quit acting dumb?
Why are we having this conflict? I'm asking simple
Typical.
questions.
It's typical.
It's typical.
I just wish y'all would get right with God.
Stay right there.
Despite the situation, the officer continued questioning his claim of being an officer of the law. The patron, however, kept challenging his authority and threatening legal action.
What's your last name?
Godsey, Godsey.
And Mr. Godsey, what's your first name?
William,
All right, William, what's your birthday? What's your state patrol badge number?
I have a badge.
I'm sorry?
I have a badge number.
633 in the unit.
You identified yourself as a state trooper. What's your badge number?
I know.
That's not what you said. You said you were state patrol.
Okay.
Because then you made a point to say that you know the law more than me. So I'm asking you
I
if you're
do
state
know a
patrol.
little bit more than you.
What's
I
your
know
badge
what's
number?
going on in the world more than
Are you a trooper? Are you a law enforcement officer certified in the
Does
state
it
of Georgia?
matter?
Yes, sir, it does.
we need to go to court. Where's the judge?
I'm sorry?
I said we need
Get
to
your
go
hands
to,
out of your pockets. I'm not going to ask you again.
We need to go to court. Where's the judge?
Why do we need to go to court?
Because you're right and I'm wrong.
Okay, I don't understand what that has to do with anything.
You're right and I'm wrong.
Okay, so you're not a trooper?
You're right and I'm wrong.
10-4. Are you able to run 27s and 29s or no? Last name is Golf, Oscar, Delta,
Godsey,
Sierra, Echo,
G-O-D-S-E-Y,
Yankee.
God
Be quiet.
can see.
First name is William,
Everybody else.
common spelling, date of birth. You have a Georgia driver's license?
I can't even find my wallet,
That
bro.
last name was Golf, Oscar, Delta, Sierra.
But I was letting this bar.
Temple.
That's on you and everybody else in Gwinnett County.
I'm sorry.
That's on you and everybody else in Gwinnett County. Where's
What
my
is?
license? Where's my ID? How did I get a drink without showing my license and ID? Pretty smart, bro. Don't f with me.
What does that mean?
Just don't f with me.
Are you threatening me?
No, I'm saying I know there's a little bit of button right there. I know State Patrol.
What's your middle name?
William Chadgotzi. I just had a birthday. My son's birthday was just 2 weeks before that.
Okay. How old's your son?
The police explained their intervention, but he insisted on his innocence and planned to go home. Sergeant Giles advised him to leave peacefully or spend the night in jail.
My son's 5 years old.
Okay. Where is he now?
And my son's with his mother.
Okay.
None of y'all need to know about that.
I'm just making conversation.
That's government. Y'all don't need to know where my son's at. I'm a little smarter than all that. What did I do wrong, sir?
10-4. Well, when the staff comes to me and says that you've been threatening people and you've been causing issues,
Who did I threaten in there?
I'm trying to talk to you and I get nothing but stonewall. You're not being cooperative.
Who did I threaten in there?
I don't know because I haven't gotten that far yet. That's why I came to talk to you.
Sir, I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Who have I threatened? Have I not been a godly person since I've been here?
I don't know who you are, and I haven't seen you since you came in.
My name's William Chadgotzi.
I get that. I don't know you personally. What's your plan? What is your plan to leave here?
I tried to help someone.
I don't care. What is your plan leaving here?
My plan to leave here?
Yes.
My plan to leave here? It's not even to leave here by myself. I'm going to Uber.
Okay.
I'm going to get out here. I'm going to get out here.
Get on the app. Get an Uber on the way.
I got somebody else. I don't need.
Are they here?
That's government. Nobody's going to understand where I'm going to wait.
Well, listen, you can't drive and you can't walk because either way you're going to jail for those. So I'm trying to help you out to get you home without going in handcuffs. Because I don't want to arrest you any more than you want to be arrested.
Thank you.
I'm not going to shake your hand again. But I will do what I have to do. And if that means arresting you, then I will. So I'm trying to help you, so be cooperative.
I'm being cooperative.
No, you have not been since the moment I talked to you.
But for some reason...
Who is your ride home?
I don't have one at this moment. I'm sorry.
Do you have someone you can call?
Yes, sir.
Call them.
Sure.
Right now.
Sure. I have to wait.
For what?
Until you get off the phone with them.
I'm not on the phone. And they're not talking to me.
Yeah.
Last chance to make a phone call.
Still can't even find my ID. When I walked in here,
I'll handle that in a minute. That's not my concern right now.
While Godzi booked his ride, the officer spoke to a staff member who detailed his thuggish behavior. The police then discussed transportation options to help him leave.
Who was he threatening? Or what was he doing?
He was just being loud and aggressive, like talking like he's the speaker for God and all this stuff, but he walked in pretty...
He was drunk when he came in?
Yeah. He came in here to meet our friend Katie, who's up here all the time.
Is that who that is over by the car with him?
She has pearls and the pretty bows and stuff.
I think so. Brunette?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was sitting here smoking. So we were all out here smoking. He was sitting there smoking and dropped the cigarette a couple times. Obviously.
Pretty sure he had a beer while he was
So
here.
what was he doing that was being aggressive?
It was just the body language. He didn't get in anyone's face. He didn't touch anybody.
He slammed down the glass, and a few minutes later, because I was sitting right there.
That's right.
He was talking about someone in a blue shirt. He was getting really aggressive and talking to her about it. She's like, "No, you're not gonna do anything." I was like, "Yeah."
He didn't do anything arrestable, but like he's also either about to Uber home or I don't know.
Is he calling for a ride?
No, he's calling his sister and wants me to drive him home, and I want to leave.
Would you, please? I'll buy you a drink when you get back. How about that?
Okay. Is your car in his house? Stockbridge. Oh, gross. So far. Like.
It's either that or he has to wait till Wednesday.
I mean, you could take him to Waffle House or Racetrack, Quick Trip. A Racetrack's right down here, and he can wait for a ride. He just can't stay here.
Well, his car is here. That's his car that he drove here.
Oh, so he drove here.
So she couldn't even take him home because then she wouldn't have a way back because she'd be taking his truck, right?
Yeah.
Unless you weren't down in Stockbridge earlier. Your car is
my
at home.
truck's at my house.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason we were out here.
He was talking about how he's got enough money to buy everybody in the bar drinks, so he's got enough money to ride an Uber to and from. I hate that that's what it is. It's like people will start and then be like, I got more, I could buy everybody in here a drink.
Yeah.
Like, smooth it over and then go into God stuff. That's the pattern every time.
Later, officers discussed possible charges and planned how to control the suspect if he became unruly during the arrest.
Hey, so this guy, he's intoxicated. He's in the passenger seat of this car here. Okay. I got a report that he was being aggressive and he needed to go. So I started talking to him. He's been uncooperative the whole time. Tried to say he was GSP, drunk. Very strong possibility we may have to fight him.
Not again.
Yeah, but when I walked over here just a minute ago to check on him because he's supposed to be calling an Uber, he's over here pissing a bottle.
Sounds like
So he needs.
Or outside the car?
He was standing outside the car, leaning inside the car, but he's going to go for public drunk or disorderly conduct. I can do that on a citation. But
So you would like us to transport?
I do need somebody to transport, yes. If y'all can help me figure out the citation part of it, I'll do a CT and a... I am not, so we can work that out in a minute, but I am going to have him step out. And who wants to transport for me? Okay. If you want to... Okay. All right. Fair enough. Thank you. All right, William, step on out for me, please.
Oh, yes, sir.
Come to the back of the car.
Oh, yes, sir.
You are going to be placed under arrest for disorderly conduct tonight, okay?
Okay.
His sister pleaded over the phone, mentioning his special needs son, but the officer denied her request, explaining the gravity of his offenses.
Right it on here. Go.
Can I talk to the cop, Chad?
Yeah, you're on speakerphone.
Sir, I'll be there in 30 minutes to get him. Can you please not do this?
No, he's going to go to jail tonight.
I sat in my car and did nothing.
The problem is, my biggest issue, well, I've got many issues, but what sealed the deal was you out here in the parking lot in a family-friendly establishment, bottle. That's unacceptable.
I couldn't even...
You could have asked, but you
go to
didn't.
the bathroom.
You could have asked, but you didn't. You came over here. It's indecent. You're intoxicated. We could go and charge you with more things, but instead I'm going to do disorderly conduct and solve the problem for tonight. Fair enough?
100%. Thank you.
Okay. Ma'am, who is this I'm talking to?
I'm his sister.
Okay.
He has a special needs son, and I know that doesn't make an excuse for what he's done, but can you please, I live in Henry County. I can be there. I mean, it would take me about 40 minutes. I promise you, he won't get out of his car.
No, he's been a problem since the minute I started talking to him. He has not been cooperative. He tried to identify himself as a state patrol officer, but he is going to jail because that's where he needs to be tonight, based on his behavior. So I can't imagine they're going to hold him too long. I don't know what the jail's policy is anymore. It may be that he has to sober up first, but he will be at the Gwinnett County Jail if you want to pick him up from there.
Okay, officer, please. I'm begging you.
No, he's going to jail tonight. I tried to give him every opportunity to be cooperative with me so that we didn't have to go this route. And I even told him, I do not want to arrest you, but I will if you make me. And he made me. So he is going to have to go to jail tonight.
Officer, I know that this is your job, and I know that people are wrong. But if he goes to jail tonight, his special needs son, I don't know what's going to happen.
Where is his son? Because he wouldn't tell me that.
His son will be with him tomorrow, but he lives with me.
Okay.
He's going through a lot of stuff, and he's not 100% stable. Officer, I promise you, I will be there.
It's already too late. He's in handcuffs. I've already told him he's going to jail.
If we do this, I don't know what's going to happen to his son.
Well,
Please,
I can't, that's not my responsibility. And I sympathize with you and I sympathize with him, but he's here and he's indecent and he's drunk in public causing problems and he's been uncooperative from the get-go. So my hands at this point are tied. He sealed the deal on that. And I hate it for everybody, but I have to do my job.
He sympathized with Godsey's sister, explaining the legal process and how she could help. They arranged for her to retrieve his personal effects, including his truck.
I understand. So will he stay in Gwinnett County for the night?
It's possible. I don't know what their policy is if he's intoxicated. My guess is he may mouth off to them like he did with me. And if so, they will probably put him in solitary confinement until he is sober to book him in. If they do that, it's going to be, he'll be there all night and won't be booked in and ready for release until sometime tomorrow.
And he'll be able to post, I guess, his own bail to get out.
I would imagine so, but that'll be something that he will have to take care of at the jail. That's not something that I know much about, because it's a totally different department. It's a totally different issue.
I understand. Will his car be okay there? Because I don't know where there's another set of keys in his car, I think. I don't know.
If you want to come here, I'm here until 1 a.m. You can get the keys from me, but if you don't show up before I leave, I have to go put them into evidence as safekeeping, and nobody will be able to get them until Monday.
Okay. What's your name, officer?
Sergeant Giles.
Sergeant Giles, and how do I find you once I get there?
If you walk in and ask an employee for the officer, if you don't see me, then they can easily find me.
Okay. I'm sorry.
It's all right. He just chose the wrong place and the wrong person to act a fool with. So I hate it for him, but he sealed his deal.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, here's his phone. I don't know where my printer is. I may have left it in the last spare car that I was in. So
I can have you sign in
on yours? Okay. Here's that. Where's his car keys? His sister's gonna.
On the back of his,
All right, his sister's gonna come get them from me.
The sergeant and his colleagues noted the patron's surprising cooperation despite initial intimidation attempts and mentioned similar incidents at the same bar.
It's usually not bad up here.
No, it usually isn't. Well, they've had some issues the last couple months on the days where there's not an officer, but I'm the only one who works it now. So usually when I'm here, we don't have issues, but oh well. I'm surprised he was that cooperative. I mean, because he was trying his best to intimidate me, and he was real close to me, and at one point he said, "Don't mess with me," or something like that, and I'm like, oh, this is going to get ugly.
Real quick.
This is going to get ugly.
We get him in custody.
But I mean, I just.
Oh, last time we had one here. I think you were just showing up.
Were you out here on that one?
That was her.
I know she was. Yeah. And I guess since then they've had 2 other nights where they've had to hold somebody down until the cops got here. Oh, really?
Like really hyped up. But people like jumped him, so he went after, and then I guess the security guard thought he was part of it, but the security guard was kind of break up. But...
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries.
Hopefully I won't have to call you guys back out. But I really thought we were going to have to fight this guy. No joke.
Nah, that's what they are.
He was.
How big he was and what
Well, I walked up to him at the bar and I could tell he's a beefy guy, and was like, "Hey man, we having problems tonight?" And he stands up. He's like, shakes my hand. He's like, "I don't know, are we?" And I'm like, "Man, I knew how it was going to go, and it went exactly how I thought." So cool. Thank y'all.
William Godsey, 34, was taken into custody by the Gwinnett County Jail and charged with disorderly conduct. After reviewing the footage, police issued a felony warrant for impersonating a peace officer. His jail time was extended without bond. Did Godsey make things worse by impersonating a state trooper? Let us know in the comments section. On June 15th, 2024, Springboro Police stopped a suspicious vehicle after a road altercation. A routine traffic check quickly revealed a law enforcement imposter. Watch what happens next.
Okay, all right.
I've got a dash cam too if you ever want to pull that footage. It's got front view on it.
You don't have any weapons in the car or nothing like that, right?
I have a weapon on my right, but that's my concealed.
Okay, you have it on you?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
I'm not making sure not to even reach for it.
Okay, all right. Okay.
If you want, I can step out and you can start me if you want.
Okay, yeah, that'd be perfect. Just don't reach for your gun, okay?
No, not.
You mind if I take it off of you?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
On the right hand side.
I'm just going to sit it here for our safety, okay?
No.
All right.
And I want to sit back here?
Yeah, if you don't mind. You can just hang out there for a minute, okay? All right, come here, Dust. I don't know if you noticed, but this dude's got all the video line stuff on.
Mm-hmm.
Like he wants to be a cop. He's got a radio in the car.
Is he not? I thought maybe he was.
No, he's not a cop. He's from California. And he's got a pistol on him.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want to check the car to see what kind of stuff he has as far as...
Do we know the history of what's going on?
So supposedly, he has no business getting involved in this car. Initially, he acted like he had no idea what I was talking about.
Okay.
And then he said that it was... I asked him if there was like a road rage incident, and he kind of played stupid initially, and then he's like, "Oh, you're talking about this car. Well, I followed him all the way from 725 north southbound on 75 from Austin, And they were kind of going back and forth, and he supposedly hit his lights on his SUV, you know, like, dude, I mean, look at him. He's got,
sure, yeah.
It's like odd.
Yeah, no, definitely.
So, I guess he goes over to Walmart, and that continues over, like, near the Walmart parking lot or whatever. I haven't got, like, the full story yet.
Yeah.
And then it all kind of, like, you know, just goes away or whatever. The dude goes another way, and he comes here. But he has no business coming down here. He lives in Middletown. He said he was going to Walmart, and I said, well, did you go inside Walmart? And he's like, well, no. His story just doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
I got you.
So, obviously, it's not a crime to have a pistol, but I'm curious to see, like, what the lights look like on the car. And he said he's got a dash camera. The car's not used at all for work or anything like that. It's just a personal vehicle.
Okay.
So, it's very, very shady.
All right. Let's see.
We'll see if he'll give you consent.
Yeah, then I'm going to check that gun too to make sure it's legit.
After a brief discussion, the officers decided to search the car. The driver, later identified as Dennis Meade, obliged. They found more law enforcement-related equipment, raising their suspicions further.
Just the one weapon in the car?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a problem with me checking the car real quick? Just make sure.
No, no worries.
All right. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
So, do you have these lights put on?
These were, I'm an old security officer from California when I lived out there with one of our utility vehicles.
Okay.
So, and I've just had it ever since and never took them off.
Okay.
They're red and amber, so they're not not red and blue or anything.
All right. We run out.
Dennis, do you mind? How do you kick these lights on?
Oh.
Yeah, you can show me.
you want to move that first?
It's unloaded.
Okay.
911 hang-up, Rolling Meadows Ranch, 421 North Waynesville Road.
So, the lights I had were just the rears, which is us.
Okay. Do these lights up here work?
Yes, but that's just an arrow stick.
Let me see this real quick. No lights on the front?
No. Actually, well, I got an amber clear, but no red and blue. I can turn those on to where you should.
Okay.
Fighting in the parking lot, black Honda Civic, last seen
As you can tell,
on 73, white female, one black male with a child in the seat and back seat. We did. And I never even turned the front ones on. It was just the rear as I was stopping to pull over.
C032. I'll be out with black Dodge. Playing at the other ballpark.
Despite the driver's explanation, the officer remained suspicious and voiced concerns about the findings and the driver's delayed response. The driver insisted on his innocence.
And like I said, I've got it on dash cams too, so.
John William Sam, 4061. I'll be in the lot of...
Does your siren work?
Yeah, you push the manual button.
Yeah?
It'll chirp.
You're clear on
but I never hit that.
033.
You know how odd this is, Dennis?
You want it?
45.
I mean, I've had this truck. I've lived in Ohio for 6 years now. Never had an issue with it. I see you guys all the time.
Right.
I'm not stupid enough to try to do your job.
It's not that you're... Dennis, the problem is this, okay? And it's not necessarily a problem, but you have to understand where we're coming from, okay? All right. If I'm being fully transparent with you, all right? It's extremely odd that when I come up here and I ask you about the car, all right, you were delayed in your response. You're like, oh, you're talking about the minivan? Yes. The car that you have had issues with for the last 2 or 3 miles when you guys were going south on 75.
Well, no, that was because I wasn't sure
hear me out
if
for a
they'd called
second,
that in.
all right? So, you were kind of delayed in that, which is no big deal, okay? But then this whole situation goes all the way from north of Austin, coming south, and they're claiming that you're trying to ram them off the road. And then I come up here, and I appreciate, you loving police and stuff like that, and the thin blue line stuff, I respect that, all right? But you have lights, you have a siren on the car, you have a pistol on you, you have a spotlight, you have handcuffs. What's the handcuffs for?
Like I said, I used to work security. They've just been hanging there ever since. Spotlight doesn't even work.
Okay.
I totally understand it from your perspective.
Okay.
Like I said, it's on video. You will clearly see that I'm not ramming them or trying to get behind them at all. I'm trying to get as far away from them as possible, and they started following me, and that's why I pulled off.
Okay.
And then once they were ahead of me, I was like, whatever. I didn't want to deal with it.
Okay.
Acknowledging the statement, the officer coordinated with Middleton Police. Unconvinced by the explanation, he checked for any prior run-ins with the law.
All right.
I mean, I totally understand. And, you know, you guys got to check it out and do what you got to do.
Well, that's all we're going to do, okay? I'm going to take pictures of everything, all right? It's not really sitting right with me, all right? Having a car that's an old law enforcement vehicle, you know, it is what it is. But the handcuffs, the gun, the siren, the lights, you know, all of that, that's what's strange to me, all right?
Well, I mean, Ohio's a concealed carry state, so, I mean, the gun should be...
I never said it was just the pistol. I have no problem with the pistol, okay? I have no problem with that.
You guys got to do your due diligence and check it out. I get
we'll
that.
just have you come back here and you can just sit right there on my guard there on the front of my car. Can you contact Middletown PD and ask them if they are familiar with the subject? Break. Yeah. It's going to be in reference to a Dennis Mead. Like, he's got a white Tahoe with thin blue line stuff all over. He's got a light bar. Now, they're amber lights, amber and red. There's no blue. He's got a pistol on him. He's got handcuffs on a spotlight, light bar, radio, siren, so on and so forth. Can you just contact them and see if they're familiar with this vehicle, if they've ever had any issues with him or at his address? It's definitely sketchy.
Later, Mead admitted to a previous arrest. Due to this revelation, the police detained him while continuing their investigation.
Hey, Dennis, you mind hanging up the phone for me?
Do me a favor. Call and get bail for me.
Just relax. Give me I'll take your phone. We'll just have a seat in my car real quick. Have you ever been arrested before or anything?
Years ago in California.
For what?
Last time was carrying a concealed weapon unlawful.
Are these just pens and markers? Do you mind if I get all this stuff out? Is that okay? Okay. Here, we'll take you over here and I'll put it all in the photo.
Just so you know,
Yep.
2 knives, back to pocket.
Yep.
Okay.
You're good. Right here.
Go ahead. Don't book me in.
What you need?
Meanwhile, the police summoned the road altercation victim, who provided details and was urged to file charges.
Middletown said they have no history with that now.
Okay, I'm clear. Thank you. Go ahead and call the complainant. Have them come up here to the Kroger fuel station, please. How's it going, man?
What's up, buddy?
All right. So, all this happened obviously in Franklin, correct?
No, Miamisburg, on the highway coming this way. Yep.
Okay. All right. So, where did it all start?
I pulled out of I work at Aaron's and I ran up there to pick something up.
Okay.
So I went out to get on the highway and he about rear-ended us. He was looking at me in the mirror and I went like that, like, hey, back up, dude, you're too close.
Okay.
And then he tried to hit us 2 or 3 different times on the highway. He kicked all of his lights on, swerved over to get behind us again, and then followed us all the way here.
So these lights, like what
Yes.
are on right now?
Yep. He had every...
Did you see any
No, I did
blue
not
lights?
see any blue.
Okay. Any
What was
red?
it, orange?
It was like red and green or like a yellowish color.
You want to take a look and see if this is what you saw?
Yeah, he had that one right there. But then he had the ones on the back one.
Okay, so he was almost trying to make a traffic stop on you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I wasn't going to stop because I know better. That's not no cop car.
Right.
So,
Okay.
is he a cop?
No.
So he shouldn't have any of this.
No. Yeah, if you want to contact Miamisburg, this all originated in Miamisburg.
Yep.
They were trying to, this gentleman was trying to run him off the roadway. If you want to go ahead and have Miamisburg officer come down here.
Now you guys want to take us for that or not?
It's going to be Miamisburg. I'm waiting on some stuff.
What was he saying? It was all bull.
He actually acted like he had no idea what I was talking about, and then once he realized...
It was up.
Yeah, so...
yeah, because if he would have got him and followed me into Walmart, I was whooping his in the parking lot that easy.
Yeah, okay. Did he say anything to you?
No, I
like
mean,
that?
I tried to get away from him, and he's like, because that van won't get out of its own way, man. It's a minivan.
Right.
And I was just trying to get away from him.
Okay.
He literally followed me all the way here.
Okay. All right. When he was like tailgating you, trying to get you
like that close.
Okay.
Based on information from Middleton PD, Mead had been charged with impersonating a law enforcer. The officer informed the victims and urged them to consult a prosecutor.
Somebody feeling local.
Is he like a security guard or anything?
No. Good. Hang on one second. What's going on there?
That's affirmative. He has several impersonating police officers out of California as well.
Yep, that figures. All right. I'll just wait for my Miamisburg officer to get here. I appreciate you. Yeah, so basically, he's going to be arrested for impersonating a police officer. He's got a pistol on him, so that's automatically a felony. So that'll be the charges that we'll pick up on him for impersonating a police officer. He can't have you got handcuffs, pistol.
He's got the whole nine, like he is a cop, and he's
Correct.
not. He's a wannabe.
Yes.
They really prey on women, pull them over.
Well, that's what's very scary. So like,
Does he have any type of record or anything?
I can't tell you all that. Yeah, but you'll find that out. You can talk to the prosecutor and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
And,
yeah, because I got kids in the car, man.
Absolutely.
If he would have pulled something, and I had
I'm glad you're okay, dude, because it's the first.
Officers arrested the imposter despite his insistence of innocence. His colleagues then helped collect evidence and secure the area.
Face that way, man. Put your hands together for me, like you're clapping. You're under arrest, my man.
For?
Well, you have multiple priors for impersonating a police officer.
Okay.
You have a pistol on you that you're not allowed to have.
Why not?
You were trying to stop him by turning your lights on and so on and so forth.
I never attempted to stop him at all.
But you can't turn your lights on behind him with everything that you have going on in the car.
I never had the front lights
You're
on.
not an emergency vehicle whatsoever.
Okay.
You have been down this road before. Okay. All right. This dude is like impersonating big time. He's got a pistol on him, handcuffs, lights, sirens.
Oh, no.
The whole shebang. But it all started in Miamisburg.
Where at?
725. Good. It's from California with priors for impersonating. And 100% they're going to have impersonating police officer charges as well. Step on out real quick. Just stand right here. And then just face me. And then just turn to your right, please.
Right.
Or you can actually, go the other way. There you go. This is just a blue shirt underneath?
Yeah.
Alright, have a seat. He's just playing stupid, but I just ran a CCH and he's got several impersonating. I don't think he's allowed to have a pistol either.
The police continued their investigation, verifying his background with details from other agencies. More evidence of police impersonation was found in his vehicle.
72 local. On that CCH, I know you had mentioned impersonating a police officer, and it sounds like he was charged for carrying concealed weapons in California. Was he convicted of any felonies, or was he convicted of a CCW charge or anything? This dude's got freaking like traffic vests. I mean, he's got handcuffs, got a pistol on him. Like, could you imagine if he pulled over your wife? What is your wife gonna do? Maybe she's smart enough, but my wife isn't. And he's got red and blue lights right here.
Officers voiced concerns about the suspect's danger to vulnerable motorists. They continued to collect and tag evidence from his vehicle.
No.
No, not this much.
This is like what you read about on a Netflix series?
Yeah. And this is like you know how little girls play like dress up and stuff? This is that.
Yeah.
This is like to that extent.
Dennis Meade, 52, was taken into custody by the Montgomery County Jail and charged with impersonating a police officer. If you were confronted with the same situation, what would you do? Let's hear your thoughts in our comments section. On April 22, 2024, Deputy Sheriff Nadler of the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office initiated a traffic stop after noticing a white, unmarked pickup truck using red and blue lights. When officers questioned the driver, here's what happened.
So, the truck is your dad's truck?
Yes.
Where's he at?
He's working right now. He's
Where?
roofing. I wouldn't know where it's exactly what house.
Do you know his phone number by heart?
Yes.
Do you have a notepad on you? Hey, just write down this phone number real quick. If we call him, will he come out here?
I'm not sure if he has time right now.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 22.
Okay. You can put your hands behind your back here. So you're being arrested. Do you know why you're being arrested? Here, let me get some of your stuff here. We'll get them back when we're done. All right, so the reason you're being arrested, I'm going to take this off for you. You've been very cooperative, so we don't need to do any weird. Here you go. So here's why. Number one, you have no driver's license. You're not allowed to drive. You understand that, right? Yes. Okay, number two, you have red and blue emergency lights on this car. That's illegal. That's illegal. You have lights like that, red and blue, on the front of this car.
It's not my truck.
Doesn't matter whose it is, you can't use it. You understand? Just because you're the one driving, it doesn't belong to you. You know it's there, you're using it, you're not allowed to use it. You can't use it. Only person that can use it is law enforcement. You're not law enforcement. Unless you are. Are you?
No.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Do you have anything unusual on you or in the truck?
No.
No. No.
Nothing like that. Weapons?
No.
Okay. Separate your legs real wide from me. I know they searched you before, but I have to search you again, okay? Is there anybody else besides your dad that I'm going to call that owns this vehicle? Just him. Eleanor. You have anything else on you here, like hidden somewhere? Okay.
After detaining Mr. Bartolome and his passenger Guadalupe, Sergeant Manning detailed the traffic stop on video for the investigation and transparency.
Speak a little bit of English? Yeah. Okay, stand up. Okay. Alright. Do me a favor, you can double lock him when you get the chance, if you can. I put it to the other side, so. That's fine. We'll arrange for phone calls afterwards. We just have to. Just get. We'll make a phone call for you for that, but we can't let you use the phone in custody. Okay. So here, for the purpose of the recording, I'll just narrate. So the vehicle in question here. Let me hit the button. All right. So here's the narration. Correct. So the vehicle was where it is now, which is Okeechobee Boulevard, westbound, about the 2800 block in front of Okeechobee Steakhouse. So the vehicle's here to make a left turn to go southbound on Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard, which becomes Wabasha Drive. The vehicle was found in this configuration with red and blue emergency lights activated on the dashboard, very similar to these police cars, including this unmarked that's right behind it. The vehicle is pure white, no markings whatsoever, just those red and blue lights in the front. There's also strobe lights in the grille that were not activated at the time. You can see them, 2 on the right, 1 in the middle top, and 2 on the left. As you can see, they alternate red on the left, blue on the right, and then on the right one, it's red on the right, blue on the, red on the left, blue on the right. Now, the back of the vehicle has this license plate for the Sheriff's Association. To the untrained eye, I mean, it has a sheriff's star on it, and it has emergency lights. So much so that this deputy here thought it was an undercover police car with the lights on accidentally, trying to get contact in the first place. But a vehicle was in front of this car, saw the emergency lights behind him, and actually thought it was a police officer, which is why he moved out of the way at a red light, trying to get out of the way of an emergency vehicle. So inside the car.
In his video account, the sergeant presented evidence found during the vehicle search. There were various items used by law enforcement agencies, all illegal for private use.
You can see this is a box which has the ability to turn on lights and sirens. I'm not even sure what the configuration is. Oh, there you go. There you go. As you can see, it has a functioning siren to go with the lights, alternating sirens. All right, so there you go, and an air horn to go with it. So fully functioning red and blue lights, sirens, alternating sirens, and now you see the front grille lights also are operable. They weren't on at the time of the stop, but they do function, as you can see here. So red and blue emergency lights throughout the whole front of the vehicle with sirens, accessible by the driver in the configuration it's in. Let's see. Some kind of a drink. Empty jewelry box. Looks like some kind of a birthday card or Valentine's card. Addressed to. Specialty glass. Oh, Eleanor Rodriguez. Okay, so registered owner again. I do not know what this is. Oh, that's pretty cool. AirPods.
During the search, they found paraphernalia and tagged it for verification. The deputies then removed all unauthorized police equipment from the truck.
Just hold off for right now until I know what the feds want to do. Smells like I'll test it.
Put it in here?
Yeah, it'll go in the...
Where was it, passenger?
It was right in the center console. We'll find out whose it is, but... I got glitter all over my hands with my card. There was a Valentine's card in there, and I got glitter all over me. Oh, here you go, look at this. Someone else's driver's license in here.
Yeah, he gave it to me at first.
Who did?
The driver said, I said, whose is it? He said he doesn't know.
But he gave it to you?
Yeah.
He gave you someone else's license?
Yeah.
Oh, so he thought you were not going to catch on?
No, he said it's not his.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
This is the lights that are activated.
For the front, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. These are the front-facing lights activated through a cigarette lighter. Okay. Are you able to remove the lights in the grill, the red and blues, for evidence? Yeah, I just removed these. Just see if you're able to do so. Somehow, let me open the hood. Where's the... Oh, here.
You can take out the siren.
Yeah, see if you're able to... I have tools here if you need. During the inventory search, we located this tail light with a controller box, which is consistent with strobes. The only thing is we can't just hook it up roadside to find out if it's red and blue, or if it's yellow, white, or clear, something to that effect. But either way, for the purpose of the case, I just want it to be clear that there is a set of strobe taillights in here as well. There's one here, and there's one back there, deeper in the tailgate. So again, it's probably consistent with the same thing, which is red and blue lights. This is probably a work in progress. They were going to bolt these on to have strobes in the rear as well.
Mr. Bartolome admitted he had no valid license and that the truck's owner didn't know this. He claimed he borrowed the truck for a job and knew nothing about the prohibited equipment.
So your license is suspended. You're aware of that?
No, I actually wasn't aware of that.
Or I should say you don't have a valid license at all. Did you know that? You thought your license is...
No, I knew I didn't have that.
Okay, there you go. That's what I mean to say. You have an ID card that's valid, but not a license that's valid.
Yes, sir.
So why drive if your license is no good?
Because it was me asking for the vehicle. Let's say, and then in this situation, like, which I didn't know was going to happen, you know, if anything happens, I asked for the car. I didn't say I didn't say, oh, this person was going to be driving the vehicle. No, it was me that asked to use the vehicle.
So the person who owns the car, Eleno, or what's it? Yeah. Did he know you had no license?
No, he didn't.
He has no idea?
Yes.
Okay. How often do you drive this truck?
Not too often.
Like, what would you say? This year, from January till now, how many times you think?
Like a couple times or once a week or something.
So more than 2, less than 5?
Yeah, not much. I don't like to touch because, you know,
Would you say that's correct, though? More than 2, less than 5? Like, not that many?
Less than 5.
Less than 5,
yeah.
But more than 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that said, today you obviously drove the truck. You were the driver of it, so obviously there was an issue with the truck because we brought it up to you before.
Yes, you did.
So why are there red and blue lights on the truck? Why? There's got to be a reason.
That's not of my knowledge because it's not my truck. Anything, like any upgrades or anything that's added to there, I do not put any money towards or...
Sure, no, that's fair. You didn't pay for it?
Yes.
Okay. But why are they in the truck at all?
I do not know. I don't have those answers for that question specifically because, I mean, it's not my truck. It's any decisions they decide to make on the truck, it's their decision.
How long have the lights been in the truck?
I didn't know until recently, until like you guys pulled me over. Like I saw them there, but I was just like, it's none of my business. I'm not gonna ask.
You saw? When's the first time you saw them? Period.
Like a week ago.
About a week ago.
Yeah.
So they might have been longer, but you don't.
Yeah.
You didn't know.
I
So
haven't
A week ago, how did you see them? Were you driving it and you noticed, you're like, oh my God, there's red lights in here, this is crazy? Or...
well, I didn't touch any of the switches or anything like that, so I was like, I didn't...
You just saw them?
Yeah, I saw them.
Were they on when you saw them the first time a week ago?
No.
They were off?
Yes. They just look like lights. I have like, what, emergency lights or something like that?
But you don't know why they would be there? But obviously you saw them about a week ago that you knew they were there, but you didn't know why?
No.
Did you ask Eleno about the lights?
Because I don't...
Has he ever showed you any police stuff like badges or anything that would show that he's maybe a cop, that it's his car?
I would know.
He didn't show you anything?
No.
Has he ever said anything?
No. I've never asked him any of those questions.
Okay, but he never told you just out of the blue, like, hey, by the way, I'm a cop, or...
No.
The sergeant continued questioning the suspect about the truck's owner. He said he didn't know anything about the owner's business and insisted on his innocence.
Have you ever seen any badges or... No? So, he let you drive the truck, right? You're the driver of the truck. You're now in possession of the truck.
Yes.
So you would say if you're driving my car, I'm driving your car, as the driver of the car, you have a responsibility to at least make sure that the car can be operated on the road, correct?
Yes, sir.
You wouldn't drive a car without tires, am I right? So, when you noticed that when you got in the car, how did you get in the car? Like, where was the car parked? Like, here, let's pretend. See that truck? Let's say that's the truck. Pretend that's the truck, just for guesses. Where's your house when you walked out of it to get to the truck, or wherever you were that you walked up the... Where did you walk up to the truck?
It's just parked in front of the house. So, like, you get out and you just look at the truck, but, like, that's it.
How's it parked, though? Is it parked like this back then? So you see the front of the truck first when you walk up to it. So when you're walking up to the truck getting in, you notice the lights in the car.
Yes.
So then why drive it? You know you can't drive it, obviously. We already talked about that earlier, but why drive it then if you know about the lights?
I don't know how to...
I mean, just be honest with me, man. I just want to know, like, were you just like, I don't care that the red and blues are in there, I need to get here to A to B?
I wasn't doing anything bad. Like, I didn't know drugs, no possessions, no nothing. Like, in my mind, I'm like, I'm not a bad person. I'm not...
No, I get that. And I never said you were. I want to know just more the why. Like, if I'm getting in a car...
vehicle and, it was, in our head, we should have taken an Uber. That's what we were playing first.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
I mean, we were like, a vehicle's there, why pay for an Uber and take it?
So, if a legitimate police car, like that one right there, if I told you as a cop to you, hey, take that car, go to Walmart, go get whatever you want and bring it back, would you do it?
No.
Why?
Because it's the sheriff's car.
Same thing. You have red and blue lights in a vehicle that belongs to someone else that signifies police. Why drive it? Why put yourself in that position? Is all I want to know just where you are mentally with it. Like,
I wasn't
or were you not
that
thinking?
I wasn't gonna, something like, for me it wasn't. I was gonna like, oh, you're gonna get arrested for this, that. Like,
so you just didn't expect it to turn out this way.
Yeah, I did. I was like, oh, I'm a clean person. Make records, like,
So what did you think the worst would have happened if the police caught you driving today? What do you think would happen?
The police lectured him on traffic laws and prohibited substances, emphasizing the gravity of his offenses and their legal repercussions.
Tow it away. I tow it away or snip it or something.
But didn't give you a ticket?
Yes, for sure.
So you didn't expect to get arrested?
No, I did not, sir.
Okay. So if you are driving down the street and a car is behind you with red and blue lights on, what do you think automatically?
It's a call.
Okay, so today, if that very vehicle that you were driving was behind you, you would have pulled over?
Yes, I would have, sir.
So, now that you know all of that, do you think what you did was the right thing?
No, it wasn't, sir.
I'm just going to put it on record. We're not hugely aggressively fighting a crime as much as we used to because it's becoming more prevalently legalized. Now, it's still illegal when it's... Do you have a prescription for it?
No, I don't, sir.
Was Carlos using it or just you?
Me.
Just you?
I'm Carlos.
I'm sorry, I apologize. Who's the other guy's name? Guadalupe, sorry. Was he using it?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Okay. So just you, and this is going to sound really silly. I'm not going to do a DUI on you now, but legally, you're DUI. Even if you have one puff of drive a car, there's no amount that's considered under the limit for a drug. Did you know that?
No, sir.
Alcohol is 0.08, right, percent of blood alcohol concentration or breath alcohol concentration, but for it could be any amount. So one puff, you drive a car, it's a DUI. Does that make sense? So don't do that anymore. That's no good. At any point today, when you had the vehicle and you're driving around, at least one car, because a deputy witnessed it, like moved out of the way of you. I'm sorry, it's the second time. I apologize. Moved out of the way of your vehicle, like he was getting pulled over. Did any other vehicles do that, or just the one?
No.
Just the one car?
I didn't even know he was pulling over. I was confused until he lowered the window and he was like pointing at me, and I was like, "What?" Yeah. I was like, "Why?" I was confused because he was like, "Are you like?" Until he also told me, it's like, there's lights on.
Right.
And I was like, "No, I'm not pulling you over." That's why I told you, and he just drove off. He just left.
Mr. Bartolome and Guadalupe were taken into custody by the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office. Mr. Bartolome was charged with 4 offenses, which included unlawful use of blue lights and false impersonation of a law enforcement officer. Do you believe the suspect's claim of innocence? Were the charges excessive for his actions? Share your thoughts in the comments below. On July 31st, 2023, Marion County's Corporal Rosaci spotted an unmarked pickup truck with a police siren and emergency lights. Suspecting something was off, he initiated a traffic stop. Watch how the driver reacted when questioned by the police.
4399, signal 67 injunction. Flag 76139.
628 formations, 5 clamp.
6034 tonight.
See your other hand for me? Where you headed to? Okay. You have your driver's license on it? What's the deal with the purple lights? Yeah, the purple tonight. Where you headed to? A shooting in Marion? Okay, 10-4.
Despite the driver's explanation, the corporal remained unconvinced of Derry Wayne Lambert's claim of being a U.S. Marshal and continued pressing for the truth.
Hey, sir, so the vehicle is your vehicle, is that correct? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I'm looking for something to verify that you're a U.S. Marshal, all right?
Went to voicemail, so I left him a message.
Okay. All right. Yeah, just hang tight with me.
I got to go back to shift in about 2 hours. So.
Where's shift at? Where's shift
I got to get my car.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, hopefully we can get this resolved really quickly. All right, thanks.
To confirm his suspicions, he sought help from the U.S. Marshal's Service. A quick verification confirmed his doubts, leading to Lambert's arrest.
Hey, we got somebody on the phone who wants to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Sir, what is your name?
Derry Lambert.
Okay, what district do you work out of?
I work out of Texas, but they got me down. They got me down in Florida right now, looking into Marion Oaks. There's two gangs out there that are riding on a 4-wheeler with a pole on it, busting into people's houses.
Okay.
And they got a call, so I chased. What's that?
What district in Texas do you work out of?
Dallas.
Okay.
My second house.
I understand that's a federal crime.
Yeah, exactly. I know exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All right.
I got red bugs out in the weeds in my sleep.
I'm sorry?
Tell him what's out in the weeds. I got red bugs. Eat me up chasing a guy through the forest the other night.
All right, do me a favor. Just go ahead and turn around for me. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back.
For what?
I'll explain it to you. So you're going to be arrested for impersonating a police officer, okay? I'm going to go ahead and read this to you, okay? All right.
While in custody, the suspect insisted he was a law enforcement officer despite the evidence and verification from the U.S. Marshals.
And who do you work for? Who are you employed by?
United States Marshal Service.
U.S. Marshals, okay. You told me that you don't have your credentials with you, but they're in your...
Yeah, my Charger.
In your Charger. A work vehicle?
Right.
Okay. Who's the Charger registered to?
It's registered to the Marshal Service.
Marshals, okay.
That's my personal vehicle.
So why would the Marshals outfit your personal vehicle with lights and sirens?
In Texas, it's not like here. You don't have cars like this.
You have a Florida tag.
I know. Turn the knob on. Now flick it all around.
A U.S. Marshals liaison joined the investigation. They worked with the sheriff's office to determine the reason for his false claims, surprised by his persistent attempts to convince them.
Hey, how long you worked for the U.S. Marshals?
About 3 years.
3 years? Okay.
Going on it.
I'm sorry?
I'm finishing up at Vodtech or with Lacucci right now to go to work for Marion County. So.
To do what? To
be a cop. Yeah. Coming down the road, I get a call on my cell phone. Hey, they see the 4-wheeler out there on the drone. Can you come help us?
Who's that?
So
Who called you?
My squad in Texas. If you look through my phone, you'll see the 941 area code.
By squad, what do you mean by squad?
They sent 3 or 4 of us down here.
Who is they?
The Rangers.
The Rangers? Which Rangers? Like the baseball team?
No. Hell no.
Okay, so what Rangers?
The Marshals.
The Marshals?
Yeah.
So what, where do you work out of Texas?
Dallas.
Dallas?
Yes.
What's your district?
What do you mean?
Well,
we just
if
have
you're
headquarters in town.
If you're a U.S. Marshal, you would know your district. 641? Okay.
That's our squad.
Okay.
But there's only a few of us here.
A few of you? Would I be one of those?
No.
I'm not a U.S. Marshal?
I don't know. I see a badge.
Well, here's my credentials. I am actually a Special Deputy U.S. Marshal.
Yeah.
Here are my credentials.
Yeah. Mine are in my car.
These, your credentials like this are in there?
I have one identically to that.
Okay. I would say probably not. Because I'm asking you very easy questions to be able to identify yourself, and you're not.
The suspect couldn't justify his reasons for impersonating an officer, leading to his eventual arrest.
Who's your supervisor out of Texas?
My supervisor?
Yes, sir. Your direct supervisor.
Jim Willis.
Jim Willis?
Yeah.
What do you do for the United States Marshals?
Well, I normally just do raids.
Raids?
Yeah.
Okay, who do you work for?
I just told you twice.
Like, okay, so do you work for the Fugitive Task Force? Do you work for the District Marshals?
No,
who do you work for?
I work for the task force.
You work for the task force?
Like people running, we do raids. All I do is raids.
Okay, listen to me for just a second. I'm going to give you a little bit of an out or whatever.
Right.
I know you're not a U.S. Marshal. I'm a U.S. Marshal.
Right.
I know for a fact, 100%, you are not with the U.S. Marshals. Okay? So I would just want to know why you would try to identify as a U.S. Marshal. Was it to, like, get around traffic?
No.
Okay, so what were you trying to do?
I told you twice. I was responding to a call.
With the U.S. Marshals? Okay.
You don't know about the drones out there flying over?
Sir, there is nothing like that. I'm gonna give you a little tip, pro tip. Okay? There's only 3 of us in this county. You are not one of the other 2.
52-year-old Derry Wayne Lambert was taken into custody and charged with impersonating a federal officer. He pled guilty and was sentenced to 3 years in federal prison. Besides the pro tip from the U.S. Marshal Liaison, what other advice would you give to avoid landing in jail? Let's see your tips in our comments section. Then go ahead and check out another video. Stick around and keep on watching.